Hi, and welcome to another Sassy Divas collab. My name is Tracy, and this is a collab between myself, Stephanie over at Glitzy Gem, Kristen over at Krusty Kristen, Emily from her channel Emily D, and the fabulous Leslie from Hillbilly Creativity. And this month's challenge is Endangered Species. So each of us are to interpret that however we want. We could pick an endangered species and try to recreate that look, whatever we want to do. I chose the blue and gold macaw. While they are one of the lower concerns, their population is still dwindling because of illegal hunting and illegal pet trade. And what they do for their ecosystem is they disperse nuts and seeds. So they do have a role in our ecosystem. So I chose that because I love macaws and because they're so beautiful. And I mean, who am I kidding? I love the movie Rio too. All right, so Bandit's hanging out with me right here and Chloe's on the phone. But if you're new, welcome. Thanks so much for checking us out. And if you're returning, thank you so much for being a part of our YouTube family. So we're going to get right into it. Now, I've already done kind of the foundational work. For my foundation, I used a full coverage because I really wanted to have a blank slate for this look. So I used, this is the Good Apple KVD in Light 010. And that is a full coverage. I don't typically use full coverage every day, but I had gotten this, I think in an Ipsy somehow, some way. I don't really remember. Maybe I even bought it. I don't know. But it is a great full coverage. And I just don't use a lot of full coverage, so I haven't used it very much. Now, I did already do my contouring. That's with my Persona stick. I've shown that to you guys many, many times, but it's just a contour stick from Persona. I'm almost out of it, but I did do some really deep sculpting work, kind of darkened it up. For my bronzer, I used the D-Bronzy Anti-Pollution Sunshine Drops from Drunk Elephant. I got this in Ipsy. And then for my blush, I used this tinted, ooh, got a little fingerprint on it. So it was a nice deep blush, and I really wanted to have a nice deep blush. For my highlight, and I haven't done this yet, but I have this Wet n Wild. This is in Venus Swing, and this is part of their Chameleon line of highlighters, and it has like this blue gold kind of flip. So I'm really going to get in there. Now for my palette, I did choose this Nomad palette, and this is the Monteverde, Costa Rica, and this had almost all of the colors that I want. So we've got a nice bright yellow, we've got some blues, some greens, a black, an orange, but the only thing they didn't have was a white. All right, let me go get some black. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I could not find a Nomad palette with black in it. A lot of close ones, but nothing perfect. So I do have the Vivette palette by Depth Cosmetics. I want to start off with some primers. So I have these from the Real Ice Cream Beauty box. They are Beauty Creations. I have a yellow and 2 shades of blue. Now, I've never used these. I have no idea how this is going to work. We're going to give it a good go. So I always put it on my hand whenever I'm using a primer because it's easy for it to make a mess and to be too much. And we can always add more, but we can't take away. So I started off with this yellow one. I'm moving on to this teal one that is in the color Starry. The yellow one is TFTI, not really sure. And then we have this blue one, which is Starstruck. We have the teal and the blue. So I'm starting off with the color primers because I really want these colors to stand out, much like you would see on the macaw. Next, I'm going to use my black Patrick Ta eyeliner, and I'm going to come in and do some tight lining. Then I'm going to start off with this yellow. Actually, I'm going to start off with this white. Now it is a duochrome, so it is going to have a pink gold flip, but I think that's going to be perfect. All right, now coming in with that yellow, and I'm going to use this brush, which is going to give me some detailing, and I'm actually going to wet it a little bit. So I really want to pick that yellow up, and I really want this to be a nice focal point. Next, I'm going to come in with this green because they have a little bit of green on their heads. Again, a little water. All right, we're going to move in to some blues here. So I'm going to go with this one, and I might mix it a little bit with that one just for just the right color. All right, so I just went back in with some yellow and some green just to kind of fill it in because that pointed brush didn't really fill it very well. All right, we're going to come back in with some shimmers. So I have a green shimmer right there that I'm going to use. And then I have this golden one that I want to use. Just going to get right on in there. I'm going to take that golden one. I want to get some nice gold up in here. Then we're going to take this liner brush and come right back with that darker blue and the yellow. Now in this Adept Cosmetics, there is this multi-chrome here that is a bluish shade. So I'm going to just come in here and really make that blue pop some. And I'm going to come back with that liner brush and I'm going to wet it and I'm going to go into that black. So what I'm doing is I'm creating the illusion of a black liner using an eyeshadow because I find, at least on my eyes, that once I've used a shimmer or a multi-chrome or a duochrome, getting a liquid eyeliner to stay on is almost impossible, at least for me. Now, I don't know, maybe I'm using the wrong one, but I've used high-end brands like Too Faced and Pat McGrath, and it's just not, it doesn't work for me. Macaws do have that black striation, because I was going to go with a blue eyeliner, but then I thought, well, no, they have that black striation and the black beak. So let's go with a black liner. I'm going to take that same black and just get right in the corner here. Really darken that up. Now lashes. Now, you know, I struggle with fake lashes, so I'm just going to go mascara. And I'm going to start with this Cali Ray. This is the Come Hell or High Water mascara. It's got a nice volumizing brush here. Then for a nice tubing mascara, I have this Blink tubing mascara. It's a really great one. So I'm going to start off with this Lawless. This is the Hydrating Plumping Smoothing. It's a clear. I put this on every morning. And again, it's clear, but it is a good plumper. Got a liner. Oh well. Then by Glossier, I have this reddish, I don't know, there's no label on it, but it's a red gloss oil, I don't know, but it's dark. And then I have this golden Glam Light one. So what I'm going to do, because this is super dark, as you can see. Actually, it's more like a matte. I don't know why I thought it was a gloss. All right, so I have them both on here, and what I'm going to do is mix them together. And this gloss is a really, there's a lot that comes out, so you can do this. It's not a drier one. So like I can get a big glop on there. And this way I'm not transferring that red onto the wand for the gloss. Oh, you can use a brush. I'm just, you know, hands-on. And there is my final look. So tell me your thoughts. Did I kind of catch, now am I going to the grocery store? No, I am not going to the grocery store like this. I'm not going to work like this. This is just kind of a fun look. I mean, this could definitely be like a Halloween look or whatever it is, like some sort of party that you might be going to and I don't know, doing a brightly colored look. But it's more just for fun to kind of show that you can play with your makeup and have a good time and, you know, just have fun with it. I'm going to go now to eat dinner and my mom's going to tell me how crazy I look. But there is a subscriber give back with this. So I have all the rules down below, but important things to know. Be publicly subscribed to everybody in the collab and leave a comment on everybody in the collab. I can't tell you how many times I go to pick a winner and they haven't commented on somebody's video. So the only way I know that you are a public subscriber to them is if you leave a comment, because I can click on your comment and see that you do publicly subscribe to them. And again, this is a subscriber give back. It's from us to you. There is one secret hostess per month. I am not the secret hostess for last month. Could I be for next month? I don't know. Maybe. You'll have to see. But make sure you are subscribed. Hit that like button. Give us all a like. And make sure you check back next month to see if you were the lucky winner. All right, all those rules are down below. YouTube has nothing to do with it. Nomad, none of the products I used here have anything to do with the subscriber give back. It is from us Sassy Divas to you. All right, that's all I got. So hopefully I'll see you soon.